Caroline Barlow. I am head teacher of Heathfield Community College, and I've been in that role for 2 years. We really believe that this school has huge potential. I felt that tangibly 2.5 years ago when I first set foot in it, and it's been really exciting to see that being unlocked month by month, year by year as we've gone through. We have huge ambitions for what our students are capable of, and seeing them start to fulfil those is really exciting. So there was a great deal that we didn't need to change because essentially it has always been a good school. So we're building on strength, which is brilliant. There's a lot of staff here who've been here a while, so we have stability of staffing. We've got really experienced staff. And one of the critical things right from the off was to try and make sure that they had the trust and the support from us as leaders to be able to do the job that they were able to do, but equally a real clarity on what it was that we wanted from them. So we put a complete focus on raising aspirations, raising expectations, in the belief that the students would raise themselves to those expectations, and they have done fantastically. But free staff up to be able to focus purely on high quality teaching and learning. That's what they're here to do. We should not be burdening them with any more than that, and they have absolutely risen to that. The standard of teaching and learning is quite impressive on a daily basis. And then the other critical strand, I think, has been student leadership. Our students have huge potential, and they are more than capable of having opinions, expressing those opinions and acting on them, and we would be foolish not to listen to what they believe they can do with their college, and together there's a real sense of community and forward motion. Mm-hmm. I grew up in a rural area, so I really identify with the surroundings. I'd visited Heathfield previously a few times because my son used to play rugby in Brighton, and we would occasionally come over and play Heathfield. So I had an awareness of how the community felt, but it really was only on starting that I got a sense of that community, of how much things are rooted in Heathfield and how much everybody really feels quite strongly about Heathfield being the best that it can be. And if we can play a small part in ensuring that really takes a step forward, then that's really something quite special. In terms of this year, critical things for us will be obviously our open evenings. We've got September is our main school open evening, and then shortly afterwards our sixth form open evening. I'm really looking forward to showing the community what our students are capable of doing and the destinations they've gone on to. In terms of next steps for the school, we're also working with Apple in terms of gaining designated school status, which will reinforce the impact that the technology that we're using is having, so that there's a real clarity that the use of technology is really transforming teaching and learning, rather than kind of maybe slightly more outdated views that it's an extra or it's an add-on. It really is at the heart of what we're doing, and it's transforming the students' experiences. So getting a qualification, if you like, that supports that will be quite critical. I think quite often the greatest barrier to our own successes often lies within ourselves. It's our own self-doubt, it's the limits we place on ourselves. There's no doubt that many of us start with more difficult positions than others, but actually we have to accept that we're in the position that we're in, and we have to come to terms with whatever our own personal barriers are and find ways to overcome them. So my critical thing is find your passion. Throw yourself at it in any way, shape or form that you can, really engage with it, and do concentrate on getting the basics right. Read, work hard, be willing to work really hard, be willing to learn from mistakes, learn from people around you, ask for help, but fundamentally really believe that anything is possible as long as you're willing to have that leap of faith and work as hard as it takes.